FedEx stole my shoes, eBay stole my money, and apparently there's only one way that you can keep it from happening. I'm gonna give you guys updates as the story progresses, so make sure you subscribe, turn your notifications on. You can probably tell by my tone that I'm pretty ticked off. I thought I'd give you guys a little change of scenery. I'm just cleaning off some pairs of Yeezys real quick. But here's what happened. You guys probably saw my how to sell sneakers on eBay in 2023 video where I created a listing, and in that listing the shoes were Yeezy 350 V2 salts. Well, this stuff that I'm showing you guys isn't just for views or for content. Like, I'm actually selling the shoes too, right? So I told you guys why I thought selling on eBay was better than selling on GOAT or StockX. You have lower fees, they provide a shipping label, so why wouldn't you sell on eBay? So shortly after I posted that video, those shoes sold on eBay. They provided me with the Fedex label because they were over $75 in value. I slapped it on a box and dropped it off at my local pack mail. Now, I don't have an actual FedEx store where I'm located. A pack mail deals with UPS, FedEx. It's a little bit better of a shipping service than if you were to drop them off at like Staples or somewhere like that that just handles the packages. Never had any problems with it in the past. So I just dropped off that package like I do all of my FedEx and UPS packages, not thinking anything of it. And about a week or so later, I get a message from the buyer for those sneakers saying, hey, my shoes haven't touched down yet. What's going on with the shipping? So I messaged him back right away and I was like, oh, let me check it out. Just be patient with me while I figure things out. Meanwhile, the buyer had already opened a case on it. So I'm kind of scrambling, like, where the heck are these shoes at? I look at the tracking on eBay and all it says is that the label was created. Now, I knew that I created the label and I dropped them off at this store. So I contacted eBay, got nowhere with it, of course. So I went ahead and tried to cover myself by opening a claim with eBay myself. Because at the end of the day, now I'm missing not only my shoes, but I'm missing the money from the shoes because the funds are on hold now. So I go back to pack mail and I ask them, what's going on with the tracking and whatnot. And they give me a receipt that shows that the package was in fact dropped off at a specific time and that it was picked up by the delivery driver at a specific time. I have all the printouts proving all this with the timestamps directly from pack mail. So I take photocopies of these papers, send them in with my case on eBay, trying to explain to them, that I did ship the shoes. I'm not trying to get over on anybody. And I was told that they would make a decision in 24 to 48 hours. I even spoke with a customer rep on the phone about things going on in the sneaker world. He said his supervisor was in Vegas. Lo and behold, I knew that SneakerCon was going down in Vegas that weekend. So this dude knew that I knew my stuff. But he kept reiterating the fact that I still didn't have a receipt directly from a FedEx store of them scanning the package in whenever I dropped it off. Of course not. Every time I go into this store, you just hand it to the desk and that's it. They don't scan in the FedEx packages because it's not FedEx. They have to wait for the delivery driver to do that. And that part never happened. And that was the entire problem. So in my mind, I've already came to the conclusion that, yeah, the shoes aren't sitting at pack mail still. They never got shipped. The label was created and they were dropped off. Pack mail is willing to provide me the proof that FedEx picked them up, but they didn't scan them in. Then obviously somebody from FedEx stole my shoes. Fast forward that 24 to 48 hours, eBay comes up with the decision that they need more proof that I shipped the shoes. That wasn't good enough. They kept trying to tell me that I needed to file a case with FedEx, that they were responsible for it on their end. It seems like it was a FedEx issue, not an eBay issue. But that doesn't help me because they already issued the buyer a refund for the shoes. So not only at this point am I out the shoes, I'm out the $330 some from the sale from the shoes because they went ahead and charged my card for it. So now I'm out almost $700 on one pair of Yeezys. Of course, at this point, I know it's not pack mail's fault because they showed me proof that the FedEx driver actually picked up the shoes. It's just FedEx nor eBay are willing to take responsibility for it. So after uploading supplemental documents to prove that I actually dropped off these shoes, I've got like another 2 days before I'm gonna get a phone call. And by that time, I guess eBay is going to have their mind made up as to whether or not they're going to honor the proof that I provided and reimburse me for the value of the shoes. Based on what they've said, I'm really not too hopeful that they are going to reimburse me. I just really hope that their customer service comes through because at the end of the day, I'm telling all of you guys to use eBay, especially if you have a store to sell your sneakers, because you can differentiate your listings, you get lower fees, you can get free shipping, all these things. And now I might not be so sure. So as I get more answers, I'll keep you guys updated. For now, I think I understand, the only way that you can drop off shoes to FedEx and make the sale on eBay and be protected is to actually drop them off at a legit FedEx location and get that receipt, make them print it out in front of you with FedEx stamped on it, a time stamped on it, the package, the tracking number, all that, which seems kind of ridiculous because I think even then, the guy that I talked to on eBay acted like they still might not stand by it, which is incredible to me because I would never even use a FedEx label if eBay didn't force you to with high value shoes. Like, I would use my own labels. Hopefully by the end of this little series on this situation, I get something back, whether it's my shoes, my money, something, and I don't end up just empty-handed and out $300 and some and a pair of Yeezys. If you guys have any personal experiences like this with losing shoes because of FedEx, or I've heard bad things about DHL, services like that, drop that in the comments below. I want to hear you guys' story. Hit me up on IG. The handle is the same, at AllABSneakers. Stay tuned for the updates on this situation, and do not forget, this is all about sneakers.